Okay, we're proceeding with lab 6. We need to create a project. So your first task is to create a project. And this is where, if you don't see this, if it is closed, you go to this icon. Click it to see the project manager. And of course, we want to create a new project, but this is grayed out. So AutoCAD requires that at least one drawing is open before it will give you access to creating a new project. So you can start any project, it doesn't matter. And now we can say new project. Now, as I said before, give it the name EG1230 5 and then lab 6. I'm going to call it demo. And make sure that the location points to a folder on your Z drive that you can access. So for me, this is in this folder. And then we'll say OK. The next thing you want to say, OK, properties. Everyone OK with me? Everyone created a project? You need to know where the folder is because we need to open it and add the cover sheet. So we'll go OK, properties, and then go drawing format, change the width to 15, change the spacings to 1.5. Leave this as vertical. We want our ladder diagrams to be vertical, not horizontal. And then say, leave everything else the way they are set. And then say, OK. Everyone OK with these steps so far? OK. Next, make sure that you have downloaded the cover sheet from D2L. It's already under contents. You should look at lab 6. Underneath it, you get cover sheet, DWG. Cover sheet, DWG. Make sure you download that and place a copy of it in the folder of this project that we have just created. So make sure that you have a copy of the cover sheet and paste it into the folder, the project folder. And then go back to AutoCAD. Right click. That's okay. It's just Control C for copy and then Control V and paste it here and stay there. Did you copy it? It should just say cover sheet. We needed what? Okay, where did it go? Not control, Control C and then go there. Where is it? Here? This one. And then Control V. Yeah. So now everyone added the cover sheet to the folder, as I have explained. It should show now in your project, which is this one. It should show. Now, of course, we have added it to the folder, but the project still does not recognize it. So we're going to go here and right-click and then say Add Drawings. And there it is. You should see it because it goes automatically to that folder. Double-click it and say, do you want to apply the project set role settings? Yes, I want to do that. So now it's adding. It might take some time for the project to show. I should see a plus sign here. Did you add it?
Yes, sir.
I suppose you don't see the plus sign like I see here. See, I should see this one. But it's not happening fast enough. So what I'm going to do is close it. I can close this one too. And then I go open project. Open project. And then go to the folder where you have your project. And then open this one. See, now I can see the plus sign. And if I hit the plus sign, I can see the cover sheet. If you double click the cover sheet, it will open up for you. So now this temporary drawing is not needed. I can close it. Don't need to save it. Everyone with me? We added the cover sheet file to the folder.
Yes, sir.
And then we went right click, and then we added a drawing, add drawings. And we added the cover sheet. Okay, with the cover sheet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's go and do another drawing. Right click on the project and say new drawing. New drawing. And this time, of course, if you go back to the instructions, you'll find you need to have we have to call this AC motor drawing. We call this AC motor drawing. So we're going to call it AC motor. And call the name, call it AC motor. And make sure that the template is AutoCAD Electrical, not IEC. Make sure it is AutoCAD Electrical. Double click it. And here, what description do I need to use? It says what? Description 1, type 3-phase motor, or you can actually copy and paste. Description 1, 3-phase motor. Don't need the quotation mark. And then in description 2, we're going to call it power and control circuit. And that's about it. Just say, you can go, okay, properties, but if you did all the steps correct, it would have taken the settings from the project, meaning the rung width and the rung spacings are already taken, but just to show it, you can say, okay, properties, and you go drawing format, you can see the settings have been obtained from the project. So now you say, okay, it should show me the other one here, but that's okay. Let's do the other one now. Right click and say new drawings, add drawings. So this time, sorry, new, not add. New drawings, drawing. Here we go. Add, it's like we added the cover sheet. It's already there in the folder. You just tell the project that this is part of the project. So that the file where the project settings are already recognizes it as part of it. You'll see later on when we do the bill of materials, actually scanning all the project files. Or we are also, when we do wire numbers, you have a group of drawings. You can tell AutoCAD to do the wire numbers for all the drawings in the project. So the next one is called BOM, which is short for Bill of Materials, short for Bill of Materials. So description one, we're going to call it BOM. Description 2, Bill of Materials. Description 1 here. And then the next one is, call it Bill of Materials. And then just say, okay.
Are they both AutoCAD Electrical?
Yeah, you need to set AutoCAD Electrical only once. And then the subsequent drawings will pick them up. So you don't need to change unless you want to choose a different template. In our lab, we don't need to. So now you can see, I don't see the other 2 drawings that I've added. So I'm going to do, again, close. This shouldn't be the case, but then open it. Then open it. Then when you click the plus sign, you can see all three drawings that we have created. Okay? So now you should open all of them. Cover sheet. It's not finished with the command. All right, so open cover sheet and AC motor and BOM. By the way, these work the same way as with Excel. You can move the tabs left and right. These tabs as well as the lower ones here. These ones also can be moved left and right. You just click and hold and then move the tab to wherever you want. So you should see cover sheet, AC motor, BOM. Okay, now, obviously, you need to fill your name, ID, and so forth. So let's go to AC motor. Let's start doing the drawing. Of course, get rid of the nav cube. If you see nav bar, also get rid of it. Make sure it's off. If you see UCS icon, or if you see VP control, all of them you don't need. Just clean them out. And then grid, I don't need the grid to be on. So I'm just turning it off. Okay. So now we're ready to start the electrical drawing, which is this one. So we start, this is the power portion of it, and this is the control portion of it. Which one? Snap mode. Now with AutoCAD Electrical, it likes to keep the snap on. Make sure you're, go back. Yeah, see the snap, it likes to keep it on. You can turn it off anytime. By the way, go back to your mode settings and make sure these are the modes, including snap, dynamic input. Make sure dynamic input is gray. Your snaps, they should be on. And make sure that that you have at least these four set. Endpoint, midpoint, center, and quadrant. Then we'll say, okay. Everyone on the same page? Yes? Okay, now let's go to schematic tab. Go to the schematic. This is where you go to do most of the electrical drawings, as we have seen in Lab 5, right? So now we need to go to the Insert Wires panel, and one of them is called Multiple Bus. So you click on it, and this opens up. Don't do anything to the spacings. These spacings were taken from the project settings. So, and then here it says, where do you want me to draw the bus? Here the default is from another bus, but we don't have another bus. We're starting from scratch. We're going to say empty space, go horizontal. Empty space, go horizontal. Leave the default as 3 because we're talking about 3-phase motor. And then we'll say, okay. Now, you take your cursor anywhere, take a little bit to the left, click, and then move your cursor to the right. Don't go up, don't go down, just to the right. And then when you reach where you want to stop, click again. There's your 3-phase bus. Now, before I proceed, let me show you what other things you can do. Like, for example, I'm going to hit multiple bus again, and this time start from another bus. This time start from another bus. And we'll say, okay, and I'm going to take my cursor to the top. See, now the cursor's changed to a small square. I will start from the top phase or wire, click once, and then go down. Do you see what happened? It automatically picked up the phases correctly. Now I can go right or left, or I can leave it just down. And notice what happened as well. See here? It has created these half circles to show that these are not connected. The dot means these wires are connected together. I can do more. I can, for example, start from this leftmost and then go to the right. And AutoCAD Electrical will connect them automatically. Of course, in this lab, we don't need this much, but I'm just showing you some of the available tools. So I'm just going to go Control Z until I get rid of these two. So, okay, we're here now. Right? Now, what else do I need to do? I need to put this motor in. This is a three-phase motor. Now, with this lab, we actually are inserting manufacturer-specific components. So this is an actual motor. But what are the specifications? They are listed in the table. So the three-phase motor is made by Allen Bradley. What is ABB? This is a different company. It's called ASEA Brown Boveri. Allen Bradley is owned now by Rockwell Automation, but they kept the name Allen Bradley. And this is the part number. This is the model number of the actual motor that we want to use. So we go to icon menu and then go to motor control. And I need a three-phase motor, this one. So you go to the end, you see the snap point. Click it, and for the first time, I just want you to say OK. And notice what happened to the motor. Automatically connected all three phases without you doing anything. Automatically connect. You don't need to draw. What happened? Now, what I want you to do is right-click on the component and then edit component. And what is the tag number that we want to use for this? It's MOT1. MOT1. So change that tag number to MOT1. Okay, what about description? What are we going to call it? Three-phase motor. Simple enough. So, three-phase motor. You can even copy and paste. And now, notice what happens when I go enter or spacebar, or go to another field. What happened? Capitalize. This is fine. It's okay. If you insist on not capitalizing all letters, what do? Same as we did in Lab 5. You double-click on the motor and then change whatever you want. All right, now we need to go lookup. See, this is catalog lookup. We're now going to fetch an actual motor. So you click on lookup. This is now accessing a database. So you need to be patient with it. It may not respond as fast as you would like it to. But here it is. And here are all the AB motors that we need. Now I need a specific motor. So I need to take this part number, or at least few of where it starts, and I can paste it in the search window and then hit enter, and there it is. So double click, and it has picked up the specification. You can say OK, and say it already recognized that this is a 2 horsepower motor. And by the way, as we are adding these components, we're actually automatically also filling the bill of materials. Because later on when we do the bill of materials, it's just a simple exercise. So what's the next component? Next one is the motor starter, including the overload protection. So we go again to icon menu and go motor control, and then we need this one. 3-phase starter contacts. Now, If I try to place it here, notice there's a snap point. If I click, it will go all the way to the snap point. So sometimes you need to turn off the snap mode. And then we need to fill down. What's the tag? Is M1. We'll just say okay. Now, I need to do these fused disconnects. So we're going to go icon menu again, motor control, and breakers and disconnects. And there's fuse disconnect. Again, click, fill down. What are we going to call it? Fused disconnects. And tag number is DS1. And catalog number is this one. Notice, do not copy the whole thing. Just copy the first set or the part number or model number. And then we go look up again. Be patient until it's populated, and then paste the part number. You see there are so many of them. Same part number. What's the difference? In the assembly now, right? Just scroll to the right until you get to a heading called assembly code. Assembly code, we're looking for B1V1, which is the one at the top. Double click it, and then OK. Khalas, we're done. That's it. B1V1. 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 Yes, the top one. Okay. Let's do the control circuit. Let's do the control circuit. So now we go to the ladder. Insert ladder. And then I need how many rungs? 3 rungs. 1, 2, and 3. So you put 3 here. Leave everything the same way there as they are. And we'll say OK. And then you come anywhere and click. And there's your 3-rung ladder diagram. Okay, let's now start putting components. You need to click on the ladder and then 3 rungs. You want to say 3 rungs and then OK, and then you place your ladder. Now, let's put the simple components first. Let's put this emergency mushroom head. Normally closed switch. So we go to icon menu, push buttons. There's the mushroom head, normally closed switch. And we're going to call it what? We're going to call it PB1. Now there's PB1. And we're going to call it also emergency. Emergency stop. So you can type in emergency stop. What is the code? Manufacturer code. So you go back to the table. E-stop, which is emergency stop. It's actually this part number. Also from AB. So you go look up, wait until populated, and then type or paste the code, hit enter. There it is, double click it, and then say okay. That's the first one. And then the second one is a normally open temporary contact push button. We're going to call it PB2. So again, we go to icon menu, push buttons, normally open, momentary contact, push button. And again, it says PB1A, but we want it to be called PB2. So we delete the last two, and then the tag is start push button. Start push button. Okay, what is the manufacturer code? It's this one, 800H-BR6A. So now we go look up and paste, and then enter. Double click, and then OK. If this is too fast for you, the video will be available, so you can go through it as many times as you want, so that we have enough time to finish. Yes, yes, but I'll see. And it may need some editing and putting together. So, all right, now, what else do we need? The motor, we did it already. We need a coil. This is a coil, motor starter coil. Now, you go again to icon menu. Then you go motor control. And then you go motor starter coil, this one. And then place it. And then this one is also M1, motor starter coil. So we're going to call it motor starter coil. Okay, what is the part number? Motor starter coil is this one right here. So go look up and wait for it to populate. Then again, paste, enter. There it is. Double click and OK. Yes, update. Update related components, because this is related to other component we have already placed, which is the motor starter contacts with the overload. So yes, I actually want to go back to this and right click and then edit component. And you see here there's a button called parent sibling. So this is basically, the coil is physically all one piece together. It has the coil, it has the contacts. But in AutoCAD, they are drawn separately. So this is how to tell AutoCAD that these components are actually belonging to each other, which is called parent-sibling relationship. Okay, so we click on this and it says, okay, where is it? You tell it the parent is here. And then you say, okay. And that's it. They are now related to each other. Okay. What else now do I need? I need other contacts as well. I need one normally open contact and one normally closed contact. And I need two lights. So one more time, go to the icon menu, Then go motor control. And I need normally open contact. Place it here. And see, this time it's parent sibling right away. I'm going to go say that this is also part of this coil assembly. And then just say, okay. See, it has inherited also the description. And the next one is normally closed. So let's do that. Again, icon menu. And then motor control. This time it is normally closed. Contact. Again, parent sibling. This is where it comes from. And then we'll say, okay. Again, it inherited. And you can see that also AutoCAD is adding. See, it says there are 2 normally contacts, 3 normally closed. Okay. Or on rung 3. On rung 3. See, this is on rung number 1. All right. Now, what else? I need lights. Green and red. So we go again, icon menu. We go lights, then green light. Place it here. And the tag is LT1, not LT2. LT1. What's the description? Motor running. Motor running. Motor running. Okay, what is the manufacturer model number? Okay, so green light is this. So look up. Wait for it to populate. Paste. And then here it is. And then okay. We'll do the same thing. Notice what happened here. If you have noticed all the previous components, when I drop them, the line or the wire breaks automatically. But here it was not. That's why AutoCAD always likes to turn the snaps on. But you will watch the video. That's what I said. I need to finish this. Okay, good. So now we say just move and then put it so that it is on the line. See, now it broke the line correctly. Just move it. Okay, now let's do the other light. So we go lights, and then this time it's red. Okay, and this is LT2. LT2. And this one is red, and there is the model number. LT2. So we're going to look up, and then there it is. What's the description? Motor stopped, right? Yeah. Motor stopped. Motor stopped. And then okay. Now, I need some wires as well. So I'm going to hit wire. And then connect from, again, here where I need my snaps so I can see what's happening. It's snapping now to the wire. Click, and then click on the, see when it turns red, it means now it's connected to the other wire. See, it starts as blue. When I touch the other wire, it turns red, meaning it has recognized the other wire. Click it, and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so another wire from here. Again, see the snap turns off. Okay, wire from here to there. Now I need to cut. So there's a trim wire command, and there it is. Now, 2 more commands that are useful to know. One is scoot. One is scoot. So go to, for example, the button, right-click it, And there is the scoot. Scoot means move it right or left along the wire. That's scoot. Scoot the component. So click on scoot. Now see, I cannot go up or down. It's only fixed. I can go anywhere on the wire. So I can make it more or less to the middle, like for example there. Now it's ready to scoot something else. So you can do any other one. So this is one command. It's called scoot. The other command is align. I want these components to be aligned together. So right click on the one you want to align to. And then you go, and there's another command just above scoot on the left side. It's called align. You click it, and then click the other components, and then hit enter or spacebar. They are aligned. Same thing, this one, align, and they're already more or less aligned. So this one, and then enter. Alas, they are aligned. One more thing. Notice that the text here is under the lights and under the coil. So same as we did before, you can click on the text and then take one of the handles, the top one, and then move the text wherever you want. Same thing here. Top one, move the text. And then here, top one, move the text. Okay, are we done? Not really. We have two more things that we need to fulfill. First, look at the wire numbers. Second, we need the wire types. We need the wire types. So, what are the wire types that are called for in the instructions? What are the wire types in the instructions? Exactly. So we got power and control. Correct. There, create the following wire types. Power wiring, use red color and line weight of 0.5. Control wiring, use blue color. So we now go here, and in the edit wires panel, there is a command or an icon called create or edit wire type. You click on that, same as we did with lab 5. Click here and call this power, and then enter. And then click here and say this is my control, and then enter. Then go back to power, set this color to red, and line weight to 0.5. Then OK. And then go to control and set this to blue. And then OK. All right, so I'm done setting. Again, aesthetics, if you want. If you want to move this a little bit to the left, you can use the move command from any point and just move it wherever you want. Now, I need to go back to schematic. Right-click on any power wire. Right-click on it and then say change or convert wire type. Change or convert wire type. Click on that, and then I want power. I want this to be one of the power wires, and say OK. See, it changed to red. At the same time, the cursor is changed to a little square, meaning you can choose other wires. I'm going to choose this, all of them. I don't need to choose these because they are connected. Look, when I hit enter, what happens? See, again, AutoCAD Electrical knows that connected wires will have the same color. Okay, now let's do the same thing. Obviously, you could have done this early on. As soon as you created the buses, you could have created them as power lines, because then whenever you put a component, it just breaks and they stay red. But it doesn't matter. You can do it the way you feel comfortable. Now, let's right-click on one of the control circuit wires, and again change wire type to control, and OK, and change to all the connected ones change to blue. So choose any one on the right and the left, and then actually that's it. Here we go. See, this one is not connected also. See now, make sure that all your components are connected. So move it, and then make sure that it is connected. Right? Right click, align this one, enter. Bas, halas, this is it. That's it now. I'm missing only one thing. I'm missing only one thing, which is the wire numbers. So the wire numbers, I will go here for insert wire numbers. See this wire numbers. So I click on wire numbers, and then I will say sequential. I don't want 1A, 1B, 1C. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through. And then we'll say, if you have more than one drawing, as I said before, you can say project wire. But for this project, we only have one drawing. So you can also say drawing wide, meaning just for this drawing. Project wide means all the drawings in the project. Drawing wide means for this drawing only. So either way, for this particular lab, doesn't matter. So we can say go, and automatically all the wire numbers have been entered. You don't put them yourself. Okay? So now, by the way, also make sure you always save your work. Remember what happens sometimes with AutoCAD? Sometimes things just don't work, or you lose your work, or it freezes. So always get in the habit of just hitting this icon. It automatically saves it. Now go to BOM. Go to BOM. And then again, nav, cube, and all that stuff. And then grid off. Now, go to panel. Reports. Go to reports. And we need schematic report. Hit on reports. And the first one by default should be bill of materials. I'm going to do this one more time. Need to go to the reports tab in AutoCAD. And then click on reports at the very leftmost. And then you're going to say bill of materials. We'll say okay. Do all the drawings. And then hit OK. OK to quick save? Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and quick save. See, it does a quick save. Because be careful, bill of materials does not look at your current drawings. It does not look at your current drawings that you have not yet saved. It actually looks at the saved drawings in your folder. So if you haven't saved, your bill of materials will not be complete. So now it gives you a table. It gives you a table that you can preview. Make sure everything is there. So if something is missing, you can go back and add it. Now you say put on drawing. Okay, insert new. So don't change anything. Just say OK. And there it is. Now you can say close. Now, you should review this and make sure that it matches what you have been given in the instructions. This bill of materials should match what you have in your project. So there's DS1. This is the fused disconnects, 3-phase. Light 1, light 2, the motor, and then M1 coil, 2 push buttons. So there they are. There's your disconnect switch. Light 1, light 2, motor 1, M1 coil, and of course, you've got all the specifications. Now, of course, one thing you can do is what? If you want to make it bigger, you can scale it. Go back to the Home tab, scale, and then click anywhere. And let's, for example, multiply by 2. just hit 2, enter. Okay, maybe that's too big. Now I can move it. And then also I can, as I said, Ya Abul Maali, yes, you're behind, so the video will be uploaded, so you can go through it again. Okay. Notice this little triangle here. I can use it to adjust the column width. And now it fits in right. Again, save it if you're happy with it. And then double click the title block and fill in the information, your name, the date, and of course these are listed as part of the instructions. So when I mark, I'm going to look for it. See, it says drawn by your name, checked by the instructor. Job number, call it General Machines. Right? Submission date when you do the demonstration.